At the southern foothills of the Mandara Mountains lies Gella, a small farming community in Mubi South, Adamawa State, Nigeria. For generations, this land fed its people maize, beans, rice, groundnut. But over time, the ground beneath them began to vanish. Soil erosion, deforestation, unpredictable rainfall, a quiet crisis that slowly took away the land they depended on.
Shekarun baya kafin nan wannan damuwar ya zo ya shige mu, muna samun amfani sosai. Abu kaɗan zaka fili kaɗan zaka noma, zaka zo ka samu kayi amfani da yawa. Sa'annan kuma ko da lafiyar amfani kuma zaka zo ka samu jikin amfani nan yana da kyau, so that idan an kai kasuwa ma zai attracting attention na customers su zo su saya, muna samun kuɗi sosai. A
shekarun baya idan muka shuka gyada mudu 10, muna ɓare gyada buhu 5, buhu 6. Yazo ya zamanto abun yana raguwa har ya zo ga in mun shuka gyada ma buhu 2 kawai mudu 10 nan muke samu. Masara kuma ko mun sa taki ba zai yanda muke so ba, ga zafi ga rashin ruwan sha, gaba daya erosion din ne zai kawo mana matsala.
For many, survival meant moving away or borrowing what they could. But for those who stayed, they chose to fight back to save what was left of their land. But where despair grew, hope began to take root. With support from the UNDP GEF Small Grants Program, Alimat Care Foundation, ACF, through the Indigenous Erosion Control through Climate Smart Agricultural Practices Project, came to Gella with one goal: to restore the land, rebuild livelihoods, and return hope.
Our first encounter with Gella was an activity where we're trying to develop climate risk register for climate vulnerable communities. And during that engagement with the people of Gella, we realized that Gella is battling with different climate risks that are working together to impact on the livelihood and food security of the community. We went to the community for a needs assessment, and we had conversation with different groups of people from the community just to understand how climate change is impacting them, and also what local solutions they have tried at their own level to be able to address some of these challenges. And one of the things that came out strongly from that conversation was the fact that the community is dealing with soil erosion at a level that they are unable to cope with, or they do not have the skills to cope with or the resources to cope with. On one hand, we were working with them to create solutions that is low cost and effective in addressing soil erosion, and also introducing them to climate smart agricultural practices that will help them to be able to produce food twice or thrice within a year. We were able to agree on a solution together, and the outcome of that conversation or that needs assessment contributed to or led to the development of the proposal that gave birth to this funding.
It began with vetiver, a small but powerful grass whose deep roots hold the soil together. ACF trained local farmers to cultivate it and led mass planting campaigns across erosion-prone areas. Over 500 residents, men, women, youth, joined hands to reclaim their soil.
By the time lokacin da soil ɗin yana nan bare, ba a yi komai kai ba, ko da ruwan sama ne idan ya soka yana tafiya ƙasa, so yana kawo bushewan amfanin gona. Amma yanzu da muka zo aka kawo vetiver grass, aka zo aka yi noman ranin nan yanzu a wurin, yanzu haka water holding capacity is high, yana iya rike ruwa sosai, sa'annan yana compacting kasa ɗin dangane da jijiyoyin vetiver grass nan sun taimaka.
Beyond erosion control, ACF introduced climate smart agriculture, teaching over 400 farmers to adapt and thrive in a changing climate.
Gaskiya mun ji daɗi da wannan koyon da aka ACN suka zo suka koya mana, kuma ba mu taɓa yin noman kuma ba sai wannan karo muna ji dai ana yi amma ba mu taɓa ba, gashar mun zo mun iya kuma ya faranta mana sosai, mun ji daɗi mun koya sosai kuma mun iya, ko da ba sa nan gaba za mu iya mu yi. Mun gode sosai, Allah ya saka da alkhairi, muna muku fatan alkhairi nan gaba su tuna da mu zo su ake so.
Yau mun yi girbin alkama, wato ma'ana mun yanka shi mun tara buga shi, abun da ban taɓa yi ba musamman mu a garin nan. A kawo mana noman alkama daga da nisa mu zo mu yi shi kuma a cikin watan cire shi, ban taɓa yin wannan ba. Wannan ne shine na farko. Ni ma ban taɓa yin noman alkama tun da nake a rayuwa, wannan ne shine farko. Kuma abin da ya bani mamaki da wannan alkaman, wanda muka shuka shi in yayi yawa bai wuce kofi 2 ba, amma ga shi dai mun zo mun samu alkama dai akalla zai fi mugu 10 da muka buga shi a yau, alkaman da muka samu yau. To wannan abun ba karami farin ciki mana ba. Mutanen da ba sa ciki ma musamman a unguwana da kulostana da yawa suna marmari idan za a sake yi a sa su a ciki. Gaskiya mun ji daɗi na wannan program da aka kawo mana, kuma mutane suna ba da haɗin kai akan cewa ko da a yaushe ne idan an tashi za a yi noman wannan abu a sa su a ciki, saboda yadda suka ga alkaman ya bayar a yau din sun ga lalle alkaman din yana yi kuma yana bayarwa.
In Gella, water is life. Through the indigenous erosion control, through climate smart agricultural practices project, families learned new ways to manage water, from rainwater harvesting to efficient irrigation and water recycling. ACF reached hundreds of households with practical skills to protect every drop.
Yanzu an koya mana mu tare ruwa don saboda dabbobi, mu ɗiba ruwa, in mun ɗiba za mu je mu sa akan wuta mu tafasar, mu ajiye ruwan da za mu sha da ba dotti a ciki saboda cututtuka a cikin ruwan, ko kuma mu sa alum a cikin ruwan dottin ya samu ya kwanta mu yi amfani da shi.
For change to last, it must belong to the people. That's why ACF supported the formation of the Gella Community Environmental Committee. 25 members representing men, women, youth, and persons with disabilities to protect, sustain, and expand the gains made.
Wannan project yanzu ana abubuwa da dama, amma ba a jin mu 'yan mata za mu iya mu tara kanmu mu ba da shawara, mun faga namu gudumawa akan ga yanda za a yi, sai a ce mana mu ba abun da mun sani, mu yara kanana ne, ba za a ji namu ba. Hakan yana bata mana rai mu 'yan mata, amma da wannan project ya zo gaskiya idan mun ba da shawara ana karban shawaran mu kuma ana amfani da shi, mu kuma muna jin daɗi da haka. Wannan kwamitin da suke bi tare da mutane ne suka zaɓe mu domin mu duba yanayin tafiyar da gonan, za mu nuna musu yadda za su yi amfani, ga yadda za su yi, har aikin gonan namu ya ci gaba. Abubuwan da muke gaya musu muna bi tare da su ne, ba tare da faɗa ba da lallashi da sauransu, muna bi tare da su a hankali har mun zo mun gama. Gashi yanzu ana harvesting, an zo gona an shuka, an nome, an cicire ciyawa, yanzu gashi ma har mun zo mun yanka, mun zo mun buga. Muna godiya da haka.
What makes this project unique is that it combines local knowledge and practices that the community know already, and they are practicing with climate smart practices and techniques such as composting. Community members are trained on how to make organic manure, just so that it would discourage over-reliance on synthetic fertilizers, and also sack farming. Community members, young girls in the communities were trained on how to cultivate cucumber in their backyard, which is a way of also improving the economic activities within the community. So for us at Alimat Care Foundation, one of our core principles is operating on accountability to affected population. It is very, very important for us as an organization to listen to the people that we serve, to allow their voices to be heard, to include them in decision making, especially decisions that influence or affect them. In all of our activities, in all of our programs, we ensure that we integrate or we mainstream accountability to affected population. That way we would be doing an intervention that would actually serve the people and not just us as an organization.
Beyond the lifespan of the project, what happens after the funding cycle is over is more important than what you are able to achieve during the funding period. So from the very design of the project, we had sustainability beyond funding at the back of our minds. So what we did was to put the community at the forefront of the implementation. We ensured that from the design stage, we listened to the specific needs of the various segments that make up the population of the community. For example, the farmers, the women, the girls, the young people, government stakeholders, and all of that. We were also able to set up a structure that we worked with throughout the project implementation to ensure that they are empowered to be able to continue with the initiatives of the project beyond the funding cycle. And we call this structure the Gella Community Committee. We have built the capacity of this committee through the life of the project. We've also put them at the center of project activity planning, monitoring, evaluation, and even implementation of some of these program activities. We also intentionally put certain persons who were before now marginalized, because we understand that yes, climate change is affecting everyone, but it impacts people differently, and you need to have everyone on board to be able to address climate change. We intentionally put women and girls in positions of decision making as it relates to climate change within that community. And we've also invested through this project in resources that the community will be able to use many years after the project funding is over. For the climate smart agricultural aspect of the project, we were able to provide solar powered water pumps and solar panels as well as other accessories. And these accessories are they have very low maintenance cost, near zero maintenance cost, and these are, so long as the sun will shine, they will be able to use these resources to generate water that they can use to water their farmlands during dry season farming. So with the technical skills that we have deployed to the community by building their practical skills, then the structure that we have to ensure coordination, and then these capital resources that are available, we have very strong belief that the community will be able to take up the learnings from this project beyond the funding cycle.
The transformation is undeniable. It's not just the soil that's changed, it's the spirit of Gella. Women are leading new initiatives, youths are becoming climate champions, and the community now speaks with one voice to protect their land and their future. Change did not come overnight. It came with every hand that planted, every farmer who learned, and every family that believed the land could live again. Today, hope is growing again in Gella.